Hey everybody, Devin here with wagonwell.com. Just going to keep it short and sweet today. I know we should be focusing more on long-term content, but haven't really had time to really put that together, even though it's a poor excuse. I have really been really busy today, and I was just thinking over, the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, what I could actually, say in this video for the day 7 of the 30-day video challenge. And just really wanted to give an update on what we were working on today. We're actually been validating the business model as of right now. We actually already kind of have for the customer side, but this is definitely a multi-sided platform. We're gonna save the drivers for last. We think we're gonna be able to validate them pretty easily, as in Uber's and Lyft and Instacart have already validated the model for us, and now we're gonna supplement their income by allowing, offering other gigs for them to offer their services to. So how we're really going to start validating this with farms, and I've actually started this before too in the first business model. This is actually like our third pivot in this, but yeah, so we're validating with the farms, and I haven't had much success with just talking to these farms. So what we're going to do is we're actually putting a nice list of all the farms in New York State. Well, we're doing this by state, but right now we're starting with New York, and we're going to email them. We're going to put a nice little flyer together to email them, and then we're going to follow up them with calls. So I'm actually going to outsource my call follow-up with a more professional salesman. This is what he does, and they can do several hundred calls in a couple days, and we're hoping that that will actually bring our conversion rate, we'll say, to what we need. So if we can get 600 calls and we get about 10% closing, we get 60 farms or 60 vendors to upload their products on our website. We believe this is enough producers to actually sell to 1,000 people potentially. So, and we're guessing about $100,000 worth of revenue is about a thousand people's worth of food. I don't know, 100,000 a month, I guess. So yeah, I guess my numbers are off about 1.2 million. So we're gonna need for 1,000 customers to spend $100 a month. So we were gonna just start with 50, 60 farms, and if these farms only average about $40,000-$50,000 a year, it's only going to be about $250,000. It's actually going to be only a quarter of what we need, but it'll be still a start. So we can start getting some customers. Our first 100 customers, when we get active customers coming that's spending every month with us, we will definitely be in the green and ready to go. So that's what our first goal is. And to do that, we need to have the farms validated that they will actually, this will be something they want to partake in, and actually participate with our new business model that we've created, that we think is a great improvement, with the current supply chain. So that's one thing that we've been working on, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll actually have our 60 farms or vendors on our platform. So that's one thing we're looking forward to. We got our multi-vendor plug-in today. We got the one that we were going to do. We were building a custom build with something, but we found actually a decent plug-in that is actually going to help us out with that, as well as the geolocation thing that we needed as well. We found what we're going to use for that. So a lot of things were going over the website mostly, and of course the marketing strategy, as well as getting my finances in place to really launch this, which I'm doing on a fraction of the budget that I really was anticipating. So I'm holding on to the edge of my seat here, but we're gonna make the best of it. I'm already have plans to supplement my income along the way, so we can really have the best shot. The last thing I'll add today is actually Wednesday. We have something pretty exciting coming up. It's actually with the incubator. It's just a little meetup and get together with the entrepreneurs in our region. And excuse me, we got a keynote speaker coming from Chattanooga. He was a TED Talk speaker down in Chattanooga, and His name is James Chapman. He's an entrepreneur from down there, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, what they did down there in Chattanooga, but excuse me. It was actually an underserved environment, or underserved areas, how they were putting it. It was pretty booming in the 50s and the 60s, and then a few decades later, it was actually neglected, and what they term is underserved. And I'm from a region that's very like that as well, so it's interesting to have someone like him, of his caliber, really, boosting entrepreneurism in an underserved region, and to have him here this Wednesday, and I think I'm going to be formally introduced to him by the incubators and their team. So I can't wait to really meet them, or meet him and his team, see what they got planned for our region, as well as just network with other entrepreneurs, see what the heck they got going on. It's my actually first entrepreneur meetup here in the region. Um, this is actually something fairly new in our area. There was stuff going around in the surrounding areas, but I was never really, involved with too much with that. I was always more upstate in Buffalo when I was actually involved with the startup community. So I'm really excited to see what they got in our region. I can't wait to go. It's this Wednesday in 2 days. So yeah, check out his TED Talk, James Chapman. Definitely was an interesting. His TED Talk goes right along with the underserved communities, and actually picking them up instead of leaving them underserved. So it's going to be a great thing coming up, and look forward to that video on Wednesday. That's all I'm going to talk about today. Day 7. Make sure to keep an eye out for wegandwell.com. We are launching slowly but surely. So check out the site, create an account, and if you're in New York, we're going to be starting here soon. So you'll be actually able to see products and actually buy products if you're in one of the regions where we have farms set up and delivery set up. So take a look into that, and I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the day.